Welcome to True Stories, where real experiences turn into unforgettable journeys. Each story here is shared by someone who lived through the unexplainable, stories that blur the line between reality and the unseen. Tonight's tale takes us to the cold silence of Elmsbrook, where curiosity led a group of friends into a place that would haunt them forever. My name is Liana Whitmore. I'm originally from the UK, but I live in South Korea now. Ever since I was young, I've had an unexplainable fascination with mysterious and haunted places. Exploring abandoned houses, old churches, or even graveyards, it was something that thrilled me more than it scared me. A few years ago, during a family trip to Australia, I heard about a forbidden cemetery near a small town called Elmsbrook. Locals said no one dared enter it, especially at night. They claimed strange lights and voices were often seen and heard near the graves. Naturally, my curiosity got the best of me. My parents warned me not to go, saying it wasn't safe. But I was in my 20s then, and to them, I'd always be a child who didn't know better. My friends and I decided to visit that cemetery at midnight, just for the thrill of it. The night we went, the sky was pitch black, the air cold and dry. The town had fallen asleep, and not a single car passed the narrow road leading to the graveyard. A security guard had stopped us earlier that day and said, "Even during daylight, this place feels wrong. Don't go there at night." We laughed it off. By the time we reached the iron gate, it was already 1 a.m. The gate creaked open with a rusty sound that sent a chill down my spine. Inside, everything felt heavier. The air, the silence, even our own breathing. My friend Rachel started recording on her camera for our vlog, but just minutes later, it shut off on its own. The battery was new, so she used my camera instead. But what we saw through the lens didn't match reality. The screen showed us, not the graves, but our own faces zooming in unnaturally, as if someone else was filming. Then, suddenly, a flock of black birds burst out from behind a tombstone, their wings slashing through the silence. We tried to stay calm and continued deeper into the cemetery. That's when we heard it, a soft thud, like footsteps behind us. Then another, and another. The air grew colder. I called out, "Who's there?" But no one replied. Then came the whispering. It wasn't one voice. It was many, murmuring in tones that didn't sound human. I felt a tremor beneath my feet, like something moving underground. My friend Elliot shone his flashlight toward the sound, and in the distance we saw shapes, white figures standing between the graves, unmoving. They weren't statues. Before I could speak, my camera was yanked out of my hand, as if pulled by an invisible force, dragging across the ground toward those figures. We froze. Rachel started shaking uncontrollably, whispering, "They're calling us." I wanted to run, but my body wouldn't move. My legs locked in place, and suddenly I couldn't speak. Behind me, I felt something, a cold hand gripping my shoulder. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a shadow, tall and shapeless, leaning close to my ear. It whispered something I couldn't understand, words that felt like a language from another world. My lips trembled as I tried to pray, but every verse slipped from my mind, until one line came to me. As I repeated it, the grip loosened. The shadow's form turned into smoke and sank into the earth beneath the nearest grave. My body went numb, but I could move again. My friends were crying. They said I had stood motionless for nearly 5 minutes, staring at nothing, my eyes wide open. We decided to leave immediately, but every light along the path flickered and went out. We couldn't see the gate anymore. Panic took over. We split into pairs to look for the exit, but then the footsteps returned, louder this time, like something heavy was stomping on the ground. When we looked back, the same dark shadow appeared again, only now it was visible to all of us. It glided forward, stopping just a few feet away. Elliot collapsed, his body stiff, his heartbeat faint. I screamed his name, but my voice echoed as if swallowed by the air itself. Desperate, I turned toward a small stone room nearby, perhaps a caretaker's chapel, and dragged Elliot inside. The moment we entered, I realized it wasn't a chapel. It was a holding room for the dead. The walls were lined with old coffins and Christian relics. Then, one by one, the bodies began to move, their eyes opened, empty, gray, unseeing. Elliot fainted. I tried to pull the door open, but it wouldn't budge. The lock had jammed. The dead were standing now, their heads turning slowly toward me. My body froze again. The last thing I remember was a sharp chill down my spine before everything went black. When I woke up, I was lying outside the cemetery gate. My friends surrounded me, terrified. They said they found me unconscious near the stone building with no memory of how they escaped. But something strange happened afterward. The guard from earlier returned our camera the next morning. He said he found it inside, resting on a grave. All our footage was gone, every clip deleted, except for one. It showed us entering the cemetery, then silence. The screen went black, and faint whispering could be heard. Stay. That was the last adventure I ever recorded. Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still feel that cold hand on my shoulder. Moral of the story. Curiosity can open doors not meant for the living. Some places hold memories that never died, and those who disturb them may carry their whispers forever.